Good evening, guys. Good evening, good evening. Believe you can hear me. Good evening, good evening. Believe you can hear me. Good evening. If you can hear me, please drop a comment. If you can hear me, drop a comment. If you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Good evening. Believe you can hear me. Good evening. You're welcome to tonight's session. You're welcome. You're welcome. If you can hear me, please drop a comment. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, drop a comment. Drop a comment. Can you guys hear me? Sure, you had a great weekend. I welcome you to tonight's market outlook session. You're all welcome. You're welcome. I hope last week was a profitable week for you. You are welcome. I feel so excited to have you in today's class. If you have any pair you want us to look at, you want us to analyze together, please drop it in the comment section. If you have any pair you want us to look at together, drop it in the comment section. You are welcome. You are welcome. You all are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Please drop a comment if you can hear me clearly. Drop your comment if you can hear me clearly. Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly? Drop a comment if you can hear me clearly. All right, all right. The sound is okay. Okay, Mr. Daniel, Mr. Ebuka. Good evening, good evening, good evening. You're welcome, you're welcome. You're welcome. So let's go straight to business. If you have any pay you're considering trading this week and you want us to analyze it together, please drop it in the comment section. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section. This class will just be for 30 minutes, so we're not going to waste time. 30 minutes, so drop your questions, and if there's any pair you want us to analyze, look at together, please drop it in the comment section. Good evening, Daniel. Good evening, Mr. Emmanuel. Good evening, Joseph. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So let's go straight to the chat. Can you all see my screen? Let's go straight to the chat. No time. Let's go straight to the chat. Can you all see my screen? Let's go. Can you all see my screen? I believe you can see my screen now. I believe you can see my screen. Okay, so let's start with the fundamentals. Let's start with the news that will be released this week. Okay, as you know, the major news is a catalyst for price action. Oftentimes, when major news is expected, most times price would ring before the news is released. It is when the news is released that is when you see the market or price becomes very volatile. So it's very important that you take into consideration the fundamentals. It's very important. Okay. So let's check our calendar for the week. This week, I think CPI will be released this week. So we'll start from the 12th to 18th. Yeah. Our focus is on the major news. Major news. Okay. So our focus is on the major news. So tomorrow is Monday. There is no major news. So most likely there won't be much volatility in the market tomorrow. most likely. So if you're trading tomorrow, you should consider risking less. That is my advice. If you're trading tomorrow, consider risking less. Okay, maybe 50% of the normal lot size you use for trading. Let's say you're trading with 0.1, you can trade with 0.03 or 0.04. Risk less when you know the market will not be volatile. Okay, so tomorrow no major news. Then on Tuesday there's major news, two major news for the dollar, core PPI and PPI. That is production price index. Okay, and the previous value has been given, the forecast value has been given, and based on what we're seeing here, the expectation, they're expecting the value to remain the same. That is the expectation. That's the forecast. They are expecting the value to remain the same for core PPI and also PPI. Can you see that? So we are waiting for the actual value. The actual value is what will determine the direction, is what will determine the strength of the dollar on Tuesday. So if the actual comes out, if it's higher than the forecast, then we should be looking for a buy opportunity. We should be looking for strong USD. Okay, USD will be bullish if the actual is higher than the forecast. But if the actual is less than the forecast, then we should expect the dollar to be weak. Immediately the news is released, we should expect the dollar to be weak. So if the dollar comes, if it is positive, if the data is positive for the dollar, you should be considering buying the dollar. So if you're considering trading pairs that have USD as the counter, you should be considering selling those pairs if the data comes out positive for the dollar. And if you're considering trading pairs that have USD as the base, if the data comes out positive, you should be considering buying those pairs. And if it comes out negative, you should be considering selling those pairs. I hope that is clear. Then the main focus this week, what traders are more interested in this week is CPI. That's the news or the fundamentals most traders, institutions, that is the data they are most interested in, which is CPI, and it will be released on Wednesday. So if you're trading GBP, if you're trading USD pairs before Wednesday, please be very conservative. Be very conservative. It is after CPI will get the true direction, the redirection for USD pairs. Okay, but if you see your setup between Monday and Wednesday, you can trade, but ensure you risk less. Okay, don't go all in. Are you with me? So that's my take on few minutes, please. So that's my take on. Okay, so that's my take on CPI. Okay, CPI was the data. The previous was 0.3, and they are expecting 0.2. They are expecting a decrease. Okay, they are expecting it to drop. They are expecting the value to drop, and we have core CPI, CPI, and also CPI. So what's expectation for core CPI MM? They are expecting a decrease. For CPI MM, they expect the value to remain the same. And for CPI YY, they're expecting increase. Okay, increase. So we wait for the actual value to be released. So if it is positive, if the three comes out positive, you should expect strong dollar. Expect dollar to be bullish. If the three data comes out positive for the dollar, then you should consider selling on GBP USD, Euro USD, New Zealand USD, Australian dollar USD, and technically, these pairs are bearish. So if the data, just like what played out on Friday when NFP was released, the technical outlook for GBP USD, for those that joined the weekly session we had, I told you GBP, those pairs will be bearish. And immediately they released the data for what's it called, NFP, and the data was positive for NFP. You sure saw what happened in the market. GBP USD, those pairs started selling. Immediately the news got released, because technically those pairs were bearish. Now the fundamentals now aligns with the technicals. So you could see that the momentum, the bearish momentum after the data got released was very high. You can see that. So that's what is likely going to play out on Wednesday. If all the data comes out positive, or even if 2 out of these 3 comes out positive for the dollar, then we should expect more bullish move on dollar. Dollar will become bullish. Are you getting me? So you could wait for the news to be released, CPI to be released, okay? Or if you're trading before the news CPI will be released, please be conservative. Okay, that's my advice. Then on Thursday, we are expecting an employment change from Australia. Then unemployment rates also from Australia. That's 1:30 a.m. Okay, I'll be trading this news 1:30 a.m. Nigerian time. I'll be trading Euro Aussie on Thursday. Euro Aussie, that's the pair I'll be trading on Thursday. Then on Wednesday, I'm considering trading GBP JPY for this CPI. CPI for pounds will be released on Wednesday, and I'll be considering trading GBP JPY. If the data comes out positive, technically my bias for GBP JPY is bullish technically. So I would expect that this data comes out positive for Great Britain pounds. If it comes out positive for Great Britain pounds, I will look for my buy setup and would go bullish on GBP JPY. That's the trade that's the pair I'll be trading on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, I'll be trading Euro Aussie. I might likely trade one of the USD pairs, maybe GBP USD or Australian dollar USD on Wednesday after CPI data is released. Are you with me? So then on Thursday, Australian dollar, then we have Great Britain GDP will be released on Thursday for pounds. Then 2:30 we have core retail sales, and unemployment claims from the United States. Then on Friday, Great Britain pounds retail sales. So this week will be very volatile. The market will be very volatile this week. It's very volatile this week. Okay, so let's go to the chart. So someone said we should look at GBP USD, GBP USD. Let's start with that GBP USD. Okay, so like I said, technically GBP USD is bearish. Technically, it is bearish. Okay, let's start with the weekly time frame. Last week candle closed strongly bearish. You see what price did last week? Price, there was a breakout from this support. You can see there was a breakout from this support. This was a support area. You could call it your, what's it called? Demand area. Yeah, there was a breakout. Can you see this candle broke out from this support or demand area? And what happened last week? Price pulled back. This is a break and retest. This is a break and retest. Price pulled back and retested that zone, that support, which became a resistance. That was what played out before NFP. Before NFP. Okay, so based on how last week candle closed, the GBP USD is still bearish. But personally, I wouldn't be selling GBP USD from the current market price. I wouldn't be selling GBP USD from the current market price. So let's go down to daily. I want to see price pull back. There has to be a retracement. Okay, there has to be a retracement. So I would expect price to pull back to this. This is the new support that was broken. This one, price has tested that level, so it might not pull back to this area. It might not pull back to this zone anymore, because that's when price has already tested that level. Are you getting me? So this is the area I will be considering selling GBP USD this coming week. Okay, that is where I will be considering. I want to see price pull back to this zone. You can see this is the zone. This is the supply zone, a demand zone which turned supply. You can say your support zone which became a supply zone. So I would like to see price pulled back to this zone. Can you see that? I would like to see price pull back to this zone before I'll consider selling GBP USD. So that's my take on GBP USD. If the buy setup, if I see a buy setup and the risk reward makes sense, I will take the trade. But if the risk reward is less than 1 ratio 1.5, I wouldn't take the trade. I hope you're getting me. Okay, it's the risk reward that will determine if I will take a buy trade, if I will trade the retracement or the pullback. If the risk reward is not up to 1 ratio 1.5, I would not take the buy setup. I would not take the buy trade. I hope you're getting me. I wouldn't take the buy trade. So that's my take on GBP USD. My bias on GBP USD is bearish this coming week. Most likely it will buy before CPI. Most likely it will buy before CPI. Okay, probably they might push the price up to this area before CPI, just like what played out on NFP. You see what they did? They had to push price back up to the support, which became a resistance before going bearish. So that is likely going to play out on CPI also. If the data comes out positive, they want to push the price up to this area, test this area before going bearish. So that's my take on GBP USD. I hope that is clear. Which other pair do you want us to look at? Let me know in the comments section. This is about 200, and from the current market price to this point is about 138 pips. 138 pips. So like I said, if I see my setup and the risk reward makes sense, I'm going to buy to this zone. I'm going to buy to this zone. Okay, but there is no clear buy setup at the moment. No clear buy setup at the moment. But if it comes up Monday, Tuesday, I will buy, and this will be my target. I hope that is clear. Okay, I believe you all can hear me. You can hear me, right? All right, all right. Mr. Oluwatobiloba, Mr. Rookie. All right, all right. GBP JPY. Okay, I hope that is clear, Mr. Emmanuel. That's my take on GBP USD. Okay, Mr. Pep says we should look at GBP JPY. Okay, let's look at GBP JPY. If there's any pair you are considering trading this week, please drop it in the comment section. Let's look at it together. Okay, GBP JPY. Let's see GBP JPY. Mr. Peps, you made so much pips on GBP JPY last week, over 500 pips, right? You made close to 500, over 500 pips on GBP JPY. So what's my take on GBP JPY? Okay, let's start. Okay, this is the weekly time frame. So my thoughts on GBP JPY. My thoughts on GBP JPY. Now, after this bullish move here, this bullish move, a fair value gap was created. A fair value gap was created, as you can see, and price has filled this fair value gap. So there's a high probability that there will be a retracement. Price is going to pull back from this zone. There's a high probability that price is going to pull back from this zone. Okay, so I will be considering buying GBP JPY this week. I'll be considering buying GBP JPY this week, but there has to a bullish reversal pattern must form on a daily time frame or 4-hour time frame. Okay, a bullish reversal pattern must form on a daily time frame or 4-hour time frame. Can you all still hear me? Can you all still hear me? I want to believe you all can still hear me. Okay, so a bullish reversal pattern must form on the daily or 4-hour time frame. Going by the pattern, the candlestick pattern, how last week candlestick closed, GBP JPY is bearish. It is bearish, but the fact that it has filled this fair value gap, there's a high probability that it's going to pull back. Okay, there's a high probability that it's going to pull back, but it has not given us a clear buy setup. Okay, the buy setup is not set yet. It's not set. It's not on the charts. Okay, you can see Friday candle also closed strongly bearish. You can see strongly bearish. Let's go down to 4-hour. You can see it's not even clear. The weekly bearish, the daily is bearish, the 4-hour time frame is bearish. Okay, so the buy setup is not clear yet. Wait for a bullish reversal pattern to form on 4-hour time frame or daily time frame before you buy. I hope that is clear. So my bias this week on GJ is buy. Okay, it's going to be buy. I expect GJ to pull back to this area. That's my expectation. This is a support that was broken, which became a resistance. So I would expect GJ to pull back You can see the pattern we have here is similar to what we saw on GU, right? It's similar to what we saw on GU. So I would expect price to pull back to this area before going bearish if I want to sell. Okay, so that's my expectation on GBP JPY. Price should pull back to this area. Okay, so my bias is coming week for GJ is buy, but like I said, I'll wait for the CPI data that will be released on Tuesday for GBP. Okay, that was what will determine the direction for GBP/JPY this week. Okay, I hope that is clear. So if I see a buy setup, I'm going to buy GJ. I would buy GJ, but as you can see on 4-hour, there's no buy setup on 4-hour, no bullish reversal pattern on 4-hour, no bullish reversal pattern on daily, no bullish reversal pattern on 4-hour on weekly time frame. Can you all still hear me? Can you all still hear me? Mr. Raphael, good evening. Okay, so that's my take on GBP JPY. That's my take on GBP JPY. I am considering buying GBP JPY. Okay, I'm considering buying GBP JPY this coming week. I hope that is clear. Which other pair do you want us to look at? Let me know. USD JPY. Okay, Mr. Raphael says we should look at USD JPY. Okay, let's go to the chat. Mr. Peps, I hope that is clear. Mr. Joseph, I hope that is clear. If you have any question on GBP/JPY, let me know. If you have any contrary view, please let me know. Let me know. That's my take on GBP/JPY. USD/JPY. Let's start with the weekly time frame. Okay. Let's start with the weekly time frame. So last week candle, the previous week closed as an hanging man, right? It's closed as an hanging man, and last week candle closed as a spinning top. This is a bullish spinning top, right? This is a bullish spinning top, and for us to consider selling, we need to wait for the next candle, which will be this week candle. If we're trading the weekly time frame alone, we need to wait for this week candle to close bearish before we consider selling. Right? We need to wait for this week candle to close before we consider selling. Let's go down to lower time frame. Let's go down to lower time frame. So next to daily, let's see. Now there's a fair value gap here on the daily time frame, which on the weekly, sorry, on the weekly time frame, which I think they might want to fill. This fair value gap here. Okay, they might want to fill this gap. You can see the gap has not been filled. Okay, they might want to fill this gap. Well, let's go down to daily and see the pattern we have on the daily time frame. So you can see on a daily time frame, we had an hanging man here. The next candle closed bearish, right? This is a bearish setup on a daily time frame. Weekly has not confirmed bearish. Let's go to 4-hour. Now on the daily time frame, also you see that price is sitting on a support level, right? This is a resistance turn support. This is a resistance turn support. Okay, price is sitting on this support level. So let's go down to 4-hour. Okay, so this is what we have on 4-hour. Okay, this is what we have on 4-hour. Based on what we have on the weekly and this 4-hour time frame, I think UJ will be bullish this week. Okay, I think UJ will be bullish this week. It will be bullish this week. Now, after the formation of this candlestick here, this pattern here, it's likely a fair value gap was created. Okay, it's likely after the formation of this pattern here, a fair value gap was created. So let's go down to lower time frame to identify the fair value gap that was created. Let's see on 1-hour. So it's likely price might want to fill that fair value gap before going bullish. So this is the fair value gap on 1-hour time frame. So they might want to fill this gap. Okay, they might want to fill this gap. Price might want to fill this gap before going bullish. That's my take on USD JPY. They might want to fill this gap because this past Friday, after this formation we have here, I know most likely, most retail traders would have executed buy. Most retail traders would have executed buy after this pattern here. Are you with me? Most retail traders would have executed buy, and where would they have their stop losses? Their stop losses would be at this low, the low of this candle, or this low. So there's a high probability they would clear the liquidity residing at these lows before going bullish. And if they would clear that low, there's a high probability they would want to fill this fair value gap, this gap below this low. Are you getting me? They would want to fill this gap below this low. So this is where I will be considering going bullish on USD JPY. Okay, this is where I'll be considering going bullish on USD JPY. How many pips from the current market price? That's about 70, 75 pips or 80 pips. Okay, so I'll patiently wait for price to fill this gap before going bullish on USD JPY. If you check DXY, dollar is still very bullish. Okay, dollar is still very bullish. So if you're trading against the dollar, if you are selling the dollar, you are counter trading. Okay, you are counter trading. You should know that. So when you are trading against the dollar, ensure that you risk less. Dollar is still very bullish. Dollar is still very bullish. I hope that is clear. So that's my take on USD JPY. I want to see price drop to this area. I could also take advantage of this retracement also. I could take advantage of it. If I see my sell setup, I could sell. Okay. Hopefully, if I see my good sell setup tomorrow, I could sell and aim for this level. Maybe just go for 70 pips. But it's the risk reward on the trade that will determine if I would go bearish on USD JPY. Are you getting me? So one can also take advantage of this sell. But the risk reward, if it is less than 1:1.5, I wouldn't take the trade. Are you getting me? So that's my take on USD JPY. I hope that is clear, Mr. Raphael. I hope that is clear, Mr. Raphael. Any question, any question? If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. Please, what can you see on the screen, please? What are you seeing on the screen? What can you all see on the screen right now? Someone said USD JPY is not reflecting on the chart on the screen. What can you see on the screen right now? Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Ebuka said USD JPY is not reflecting on the chart. Is that true? Please confirm, Mr. Raphael, Mr. Peps. Can you all see USD JPY chart? Daniel, which chart are you seeing now? Which chart are you seeing at the moment? Are you seeing USD JPY chart? Please confirm. Someone said he's not seeing the USD JPY chart. Which other pair do you want us to look at, please? Let me know in the comment section. All right, others can see it, Ebuka. So the problem will be at your head, okay? The problem will be at your head. Others can see the chart, okay? So let's go back to the charts. Let's look at other pairs. Okay, let's look at gold. We have gold on this chart. Let's look at gold. So gold has been bullish for how many weeks now? Close to 4 weeks now. Gold has been bullish. Gold has been bullish. Gold has been bullish. Okay, so Last week candle closed strongly bullish. That's an indication that the that gold is still bullish. Okay, but let's go down to lower time frame. I think a fair value gap was created after the formation of this candlestick, and this pullback could be to fill that fair value gap. Let's confirm that. Okay, I just feel a fair value gap was created after this candlestick pattern, and this pullback could be to fill that fair value gap. Let's just confirm. Let's go down to lower time frame. Okay, no fair value gap on the daily time frame. Let's go to 4-hour. So on 4-hour, you can see this fair value gap that was created on 4-hour time frame. I believe if this gap gets filled, gold is likely going to sell. If this gap gets filled, gold is likely going to sell. Okay, you can see price just entered that gap. It has not filled it entirely. And last Friday, I believe most retail traders would have executed sell. They would have executed sell, and their stop losses will be residing at this previous high. So there's a high probability this week before gold sells. Okay, before gold sells, they would want to clear the liquidity residing at this previous high. They would want to clear the liquidity. Most likely, they will fill this gap before gold sells. I would not advise you buy gold at the current market price. Look at where the price started going up. If you didn't buy from this point, you had another opportunity to buy. This was the second opportunity to buy after this retracement. If you had missed this move, you had another opportunity to sell after this retracement. So if you had missed this first, second, and third opportunity, I don't think it would be wise to take a buy at the current market price, because if you do, your risk will be very high. If you're considering buying, you should wait for a retracement, at least 50% retracement of this move, 50% retracement, and you can use your Fibonacci to identify equilibrium. 50% is equilibrium. Okay, so apply your Fibonacci. At least if you're considering buying, wait for price to pull back to equilibrium level, which is level 50 or below it, before you consider buying. Buying at the current market price for me is too risky. It's too risky, because at this time, at this price, or at this point, those who joined the trend, who caught the trend at its early phase, would want to sell. They would want to sell. They want to take out profit. And for them to take out profit, they would have to sell. And if you have more people sell it, price will drop, because supply will now be higher than demand. So it will drop. So that's my take on gold. Look for sell opportunity. And if you're considering buying, wait for price to pull back to at least 50% equilibrium level before you buy. I hope that is clear. That is my take on gold. And please, if you're trading gold, ensure that you have good capital. You cannot be trading gold with $30, $50. You cannot be trading gold with, you just want to blow that account. You would blow that account. You should have good funds in your trading account. Okay, you should have at least $300. And with your $300, you shouldn't trade more than 0.01 lot size. Your lot size should not go above 0.01 lot size. Gold is very volatile. It's very volatile. And when an instrument is volatile, it affords you the opportunity to make money, and at the same time, you could lose big. The same way you can make big money is the same way you can lose big money when you are trading volatile instruments like gold. So you should have enough capital. Okay, you should have enough capital. Most people trade gold don't really understand gold. They just feel gold is volatile, they can make good money with gold, and they just jump in and start trading it, and they keep blowing accounts. If you're not an experienced trader, gold is not for you. Don't trade gold. Start with currency pairs. Focus on currency pairs. If you're trading with $100, $50, focus on currency pairs. Okay, focus on currency pairs. So that's my take on gold. Which other instrument do you want us to look at? Euro, Aussie. I'm considering, like I said, I'm considering buying. My bias for Euro, Aussie this week is buy. It is buy. So let me start with the weekly time frame. I made some good profits on Euro, Aussie this past week, and also GBP, JPY. I made some good profit buying GBP JPY. I bought GBP JPY. Mr. Joseph sold GBP JPY, and he made so much profit on GBP JPY. But I bought and I made profit also on GBP JPY. Okay, so on Euro Aussie, as you can see, last week candle closed bullish. It closed bullish, and I think price tested a support. Price is currently sitting at a support area. Okay, price is currently sitting. I think it tested this support area, this zone. This is the zone. Okay, so this is the zone. You can see price tested this support zone, and there was a strong rejection from that zone. Can you see that? So based on this pattern on the weekly time frame, my bias on Euro Australian dollar still remains bullish. It is bullish for this coming week. Okay, but I would want to see price pull back before I buy. Let's go down to daily. What pattern do we have on a daily time frame? So you can see the pattern we have on a daily time frame. Can you see that? Can you also see my screen? Can you also see my screen? Can you still see my screen? Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. I think there's an issue. Let me refresh. Hold on, guys. What do I think I need to refresh the page. Just hold on. Just hold on. Let me refresh. Something is wrong. I hope it will not end the session if I refresh it. I hope it will not. Please, can you guys, what can you see the good chat? Can you see good chat? What can you see now? What are you seeing on the screen now? What can you see on the screen now? You guys are not seeing good. What's happening? Okay, a few minutes, please. Let me see. Let me try and refresh. Only USJPY has been on the screen since. Oh, why? Everything looks the same. Oh, what could be the problem? Okay, I know what to do. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I think I need to refresh the page. Let me try and refresh. I'm sorry, guys. Please be patient. Let me refresh the page. I'm really sorry, guys. Just be patient, please. Uh, I'm sorry, guys. I believe you can hear me now and you can see my screen. I believe you can hear me and you can see my screen now. Right. So on Euro Aussie, like I said, sorry guys. So on Euro Aussie, like I said, I believe you can all see my screen now. I believe you can all see my screen. Euro Aussie, like I said, is bullish because last week candle closed bullish after testing this support zone. Okay, you can see it closed strongly bullish. And if you go down to daily, let's see what we have on the daily time frame. Okay, so this is a bullish pattern also on a daily time frame. You can see this was a support on a daily time frame. You can see, so this was a support zone. You can see we have resistance here, we have resistance here, we have resistance here, we had resistance here, we had resistance here, which became a support. You can see that. Price tested that area, and there was a strong rejection. Can you see that there was a strong rejection from that area? So my bias is bullish, but let's go down to 4 hour. Let's see the pattern we have on 4 hour. I want to believe everything is okay now. Okay, so this is what we had on 4 hour. Okay, so we can see on 4 hour a resistance has been broken. On 4 hour, you can see this resistance has been broken. So I think this is where it's heading to. Okay, this would be my first target. This fair value gap here is yet to be filled. This will be my first target, and I think we still have a fair value gap here that's yet to be filled also. Okay, I think this one has been filled. Okay, so this will be my target. Okay, this will be my target. So, well, I want to see price pull back before I would buy Euro Aussie. I want to see price pull back. This is about just 46 pips from the current market price. So I want to see price pull back to. So you can see a fair value gap was created here. Can you see this fair value gap? Before this breakout, a fair value gap was created. So if I want to buy Euro Aussie, I want to see this gap get filled. Okay, this is where I'll be considering buying Euro Australian dollar. I want to see price pull back and fill this fair value gap that was created before the breakout. Okay, so this is where I'll be considering buying Euro Australian dollar. My bias for Euro Australian dollar is bullish. It is bullish. Look at the structure we have here. You can see that it has been forming series of what? Higher high, and higher low, right? Higher high, higher low. So this is a bullish structure. This is a bullish structure. And if we go down to, let's go down to 15 minutes time frame, most likely a shift in market structure would have occurred on 15 minutes time frame. Let's confirm that. Let's confirm that on 15 minutes time frame. Okay, so on 15 minutes time frame, the last high that was used to clear liquidity, this is it. This is the last high, or this is the most recent lower high. This is the most recent lower high on 5 minutes time frame. Is the market trading above that area? Not yet. Not yet. The market is not trading above that area yet. Okay, let me change the color. Okay. So the market has not closed above that area. Okay, it has not closed above that area. Okay. But the structure is a bullish structure, but shift in market structure has not occurred on the 15 minutes time. Let's go down to one. Let's go down to, let's see 5 minutes. Let's see 5 minutes. Let's go down to 5 minutes. Okay, so on 5 minutes, this is the most recent lower high. Is the market trading above this? Yes. So shifting market structure has occurred on 5 minutes time frame. You can see that it has occurred on 5 minutes time frame. So my bias is bullish on Euro Australian dollar, but price should pull back. You can see. Can you see this? This is 5 minutes time frame, and I'm expecting price to pull back. I think this was the area I identified on the higher time frame. Okay, so this is a discount on 5 minutes time frame. You apply your, what's it called, Fibonacci on 5 minutes. This is your discount area. So I want to see price pull back to the discount area before, and you can see at the discount we have several fair value gaps. At the discount, you can see we have several fair value gaps. So price should pull back and fill this gap. This is where I'll be considering buying Euro, Australian dollar. I hope that is clear. Any question? Any question? That will be all for tonight's session. If there are no questions, if you have any question or any instrument you want us to look at, please let me know in the comment section. That will be all for tonight's session. Please, is the time for this session, is it okay? Is it convenient for you guys? Please, I'd like to know the time for this weekly Outlook session. Is it convenient? Is it convenient? We'll be meeting every Sunday, every Sunday by 10 p.m. Is it convenient? But for VIP students, we'll be meeting like 3 times in a week. We'll be having Zoom session. The YouTube session is for everyone. Everyone, whether you're a VIP student or not, you have access to the YouTube stream, which will hold once in a week. But for VIP students, for those who want to be taking the same trade I'm taking, you want to know the exact time and price I will be executing those trades. Okay. If you want to know the exact time, you want to take the same trades with me, you should join my community. You should join my community. The time is okay. Okay, good. The time is okay. Okay. So for those of you in the community, we'll be meeting. I'll be doing WhatsApp calls. Okay. Those of you that have shared your trading plan with me, we'll be doing WhatsApp calls in the morning, maybe by 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. We'll do WhatsApp call. You tell me your trading plan for the day, the currency you'll be trading for that day. You will tell me the risk you will be taking for that day. You will tell me. We'll be doing that every morning. Every morning. I want to know the pair you will be trading and what lot size. I want to ensure that you are disciplined. You apply your trading rules. You follow your trading plan this year. Okay. So any question? That will be all for tonight's session. If you're yet to join the community, please do. If you want to be profitable this year, you should make it a priority. Make it a priority to join the community. You need to belong to a community. Okay. I've created the community to help you grow, okay, to inspire you, to encourage you, to ensure that your goal is achieved, that your dream of becoming a consistently profitable trader is achieved this year. That is the plan. I'll be sharing some other ways you can earn money. For those of you in the community, I'll be sharing some other ways you can earn money, okay? You shouldn't just depend on that your $100 or $50 investment. You should look for other ways to earn, okay? So I'll be sharing that with those of you who will join the community, okay? To join the community is just 50,000 naira, 3-month subscription. 3-month subscription will just cost you 50,000 naira. That's just about 16,000 naira every month. I don't think that is too much. You spend more than that on frivolities. So that is not much. It's not much compared to the value you're going to get from joining the community. Okay. For those of you in the mastermind group, you know yourself. If you joined the mastermind group several months ago, you pay 30,000 naira. For those in the mastermind group, you pay 30,000 naira. If you are not in the mastermind group, you pay 50,000 naira, 3-month subscription. Any question? Any question? No question. I really appreciate you. Please, if you are here to like this video, this stream, please give it a thumbs up. I don't have to be telling you guys this. If you want others to be seeing these videos, please, when you join the stream, just give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up so that others can, join the class and also learn. Please give it a thumbs up. If you are yet to do that, please give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate you guys for always showing up for the classes. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, for those who don't want to, who can't afford to join the community, I dropped the video, and in that video I shared my strategy, the strategy I use in trading. It's not a must that you join the community. Okay, it's not a must that you join the community. Just go and watch the video. I simplified everything in that video. Go and watch the video. If you can't afford to join the community, just go and watch the videos on my YouTube channel. I shared it on the various WhatsApp group. Just go and watch it. It's not a must that you join the community, but there are benefits you get from joining the community. There are benefits. Okay. All right, no questions. I really appreciate you all, and I wish you all a wonderful night. And I pray that this week will be a profitable week for you. Please ensure that you follow your trading plan. Please, please. If you know you are not disciplined, you can't follow your trading plans, join the community. Join the community so that you'll be accountable to me. Okay, join the community. That's one of the benefits of joining the community. You'll be accountable to someone. One of the reasons you're bringing your account is that there's no one to monitor or supervise your trading activities. You are just doing your own thing. You are taking unnecessary risk. You are not following your trading plan. That is why you are bringing an account. But I believe if you join the community and you are accountable to someone, you will not be playing your account. You will not be playing your account. That's one of the benefits of belonging to a community. You have to be accountable to someone. You have to be accountable to someone. Very important. Don't try to do things on your own. You would blow accounts. You would blow accounts. All right, guys. So have a wonderful night and wish you all a profitable trading week. I love you all. I love you all. I love you all. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.